guys, thanks for stopping by my channel today. If you don't know me, my name's Tammy and I own a small bath and body company here in Indiana called Walnut Creek Bath Boutique. Today's video is my new soap cutter. It finally came and I am so stinking excited. I have it here. It is not opened yet and I thought I would do a quick unboxing and then go on to make a soap with this. I am going to be making a watermelon lemonade scented soap. It's from Midwest Fragrance Oil. It is amazing. I'm so excited to make a soap with this. I am gonna get my scissors out. We're gonna open the box. Heavens. Also, if you're new here, I tend to drop things, so it's just something you get used to, seeing me drop things. Ooh, guys. Oh, goodness. It is very solidly built. Look at those increments. The biggest problem I have with my current slab mold, how difficult it was to change the width of my bar and change that wire setting. You really couldn't go more than like, I think, a ½ inch increments on it. Where this, look at all those increments I can do. That's gonna be really, really nice. It comes with this, I don't know what that is, mylar or something, plastic piece for sliding. First impressions, it is solid. It's a bit heavier than I expected it to be. Not heavy, but it feels very solid, construction-wise. But I wish there was some instructions, so I think I'm gonna have to watch some YouTube videos before I can really get a feel for how this is supposed to be. But let's make soap. I am ready. So in this pot here, I have raspberry red mica from Nurture Soap. And in here, I have yellow or lemon chiffon from Micas and More, but I brightened it up with a little of the neon yellow from Nurture. And I tried to smush it as best as I could. I see a couple spots here. I don't want to really do like the typical watermelon with the black seeds and the layers and nothing like that. I just want a really pretty pink and yellow swirl. Some of the reviews said that the fragrance oil will mildly accelerate, and some of them said it didn't accelerate at all. So I am going to kind of play it safe and go ahead and get my colors mixed up and do all of that and then separate out the fragrance before I pour. This is what I melted my oils in, so this will be fine. Pour that in there. That needs to be a little bit deeper. Put some fragrance oil on here. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do, just to kind of keep myself from making too big of a mistake. I'm gonna go ahead and match this back up. There we go. And I'm gonna put a little bit more in here. I'm going to put a splash of fragrance oil on there. Not much. And now I'm going to stick blend this until it's pretty thick. We're definitely at a trace. This fragrance oil is actually behaving quite well, because that was quite a bit of stick blending. All right, I'm hoping that sets up fairly quickly. In the meantime, I'm going to just stir in my fragrance oil here. I don't want this to get too far ahead. It's going to be ahead. Look how orange that is. That will turn back to a pretty yellow. I remember the first time I saw this happen, I freaked out. Can you believe that? I know that's really hard for you guys to believe. I totally freaked out. And then I probably freaked out again the next day when it was pretty and yellow. I really like this fragrance oil. Whew. It's so summery. And I'm ready for summer. This is April Fool's Day. As taping on April Fool's Day, my dad texted me. He said, don't fall for any April Fool's jokes. It's like, you act like I'm gullible or something. He was like, that's a given. I was kind of known as being gullible when I was growing up. I know you guys find that hard to believe too. I did think about putting poppy seeds in this bottom layer, but I didn't want to be that obvious. All right, I'm gonna let it sit for a while, keep stirring my batters over here, and texture that. When it's ready, I'll bring you back when that's happening. I gotta get moving. This is starting to get thick. So we're just gonna do a simple in the pot swirl. Too soft still. All right, I'm gonna let it set up for a second, and I may top it with some poppy seeds, guys, just as a little nod to the watermelon seeds. So I may do that, but I'm just going to shut you off for now, and I'm gonna texture it when it's ready, and see you tomorrow. This looks so pretty. I didn't have the patience to wait to do the scoop top, so I just swirled it and threw some poppy seeds on it. All right, guys, so if I understand this right, I need to figure out I think it goes this way. I had a hard time finding anything. Let's be real. I didn't really look that hard, but I think this goes like this. They don't have paperwork or instructions in with the order, but they do have a little video that explains it. So I just need to find out where my 2.5 is. All right, maybe I go down 1. No, I didn't go up 1. I think that's right. I need to put a mark there so I don't have to try to measure that every time. It comes with this little plasticky thing. All right, guys, first cut on it. Oops. I put this brown paper down just so it's not white on white, and maybe you'll be able to see. Gosh, I hope that's right. Let's see. That was pretty easy. Pretty easy, guys. I'm just going to run this and see how close I was. It was the right thing. I don't know. I want to put like a little mark somewhere so I know for future reference that that is my 2.5 inch mark. I'm just going to move this off to the side and get the other cutter out. There we go. Oh, guys, I needed this. I needed a pretty one, and this is really pretty. I kind of wish I would have done a mica line there. I don't know what color I would have wanted, but I think it could have benefited from a little bit of a mica line, but all in all, I think it's gorgeous. So I'm going to finish cutting, and I'm going to clean them up, and I'll bring you back. Okay, before I get this all put away, I do have another soap to cut, and this is my Dead Sea Mud facial bar, and it's still pretty soft, but I want to give her a go. I am going to cut it in half this way, and this is what's so great because this is 8 centimeters, which I don't do well with the whole centimeter thing, but it is more accurate. So this is 8 centimeters tall. I'm going to cut it in 4 centimeters, and that's, I have my, it comes with this. So I'm just going to push this, hopefully without too much of an issue. And so now it is exactly half of the width, and then I need to cut it into individual size bars. I don't want these to be an inch. They're facial bars. I don't want them that thick. So I am going to take this out of this. Just kind of lift it up, pull it out, and now I can go on this side and check this out. Oops. They have a slot for your tape measuring device here. That's pretty handy. And let's see, I'm going to do a 1/2 inch, I think. Let's see where this gets us. And I need to make sure I'm level, so I'm going to go ahead and, well, that's not going to work. I kind of want it squared, right? So it's so soft right now, guys. The only thing is it's not letting me square it up on either end. If I'm over here, I'm too far away from my measuring tape. If I'm over here, I'm on top of the measuring tape. I guess I could take this off now and scooch it that way, and that's square. And there it is. Very soft. Very, very soft. So I think I need to, my painter's tape is upstairs, or I would bring it down and have it readily available for me to mark. That doesn't look like 1/2 inch, does it? That looks like maybe that's a sample. It was 1/2 inch. This one looks a little fatter. I think I like the fatter ones. So I think I will go maybe 3/4 of an inch. like the 3/4 of an inch better. All right, guys, so I think I'm going to let this sit. I'll just sit here for a couple days and get a little bit harder before I try to manhandle it too much more. But I just wanted to show you the portion where it's a single bar cutter too. First impressions, I'm loving this thing. Hey guys, it's the next day and my watermelon soap has been cut. And check that out. I think it's quite lovely. I still wish I would have done a mica line, but other than that, I think it's beautiful. The scent is there, but it's weak. I'm hoping it comes back a little bit stronger after the cure. Sometimes they'll come back stronger, sometimes they'll go away to nothing. I'm hoping this comes back a little bit stronger, but I'm not saying that it's completely gone. It is there. It's just not as strong as I would like to think it would be. But I do have customers that won't buy a soap if it's too strong, and this, as is, would be perfect for those customers. Because I definitely have those. So there it is. I think it's really pretty. I like my little nod to watermelon with the black poppy seeds. Not that poppy seeds has anything to do with watermelon, but you know, there it is. It's my nod to a watermelon. I'm really pleased with them, guys. Let's talk about that cutter. So the Caterpillar is great. I love the cutter. I felt like changing the width of my bar width was so easy, and it's incremental, and I love that. I was very easily able to quickly, easily change my setting to 4 centimeters and cut this soap. So easy. So that's huge. I really, really like that. Now, I will say, I brought this out, that if you have, I think it's Plowboys or Buds, loaf cutter, and they have these little things. This is what, 1/2 inch? So it might be 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5 settings. But what I would do to get around that, if you have that, is popsicle sticks. And I would set it, popsicle sticks, underneath of that, and that would raise it however much I needed it raised. So that's just a little hint for you. There were times where I would put 2 or 3 or sometimes even 4, probably, no, 2 or 3 popsicle sticks, and that would raise it about 1/4 inch, 1/8 of an inch, depending on what you need. And that's just a way to get around the limitations of these settings. So I just thought I would share that with you. That's been a great cutter. I love that cutter. It's affordable, and I've had it for years, but really the Caterpillar, I am so happy with it. The only wish, I don't want to call it a complaint because that feels mean, but my only wish on that Caterpillar is an integrated measuring area. So the platform where you're doing single bar cuts, I wish there was some sort of integrated tape or measuring ruler of sorts, to where I wouldn't have to kind of put the ruler in, move my soap, cut it. Well, you have to take the ruler out of the way, then cut it, and then put the ruler back in, move your soap, take the ruler, you know. By the time I got done with my facial bars, I was really in a flow, and it wasn't taking me that long. It's just, I wish I didn't have to do that. And I may try to figure something out to where I can just attach some sort of measuring device on that platform so I don't have to do that. I don't know. We'll see. And the same thing with the teeth, taking that ruler and bending down and trying to find the right tooth to put it in. I think that having something there would be beneficial. That would be my only wish on that Caterpillar, but it's not anything major enough for me to say, oh, you don't want it. You want it. But it's expensive. And I'm glad I have it in my life now. I'm done. I'm out of here. I hope you guys have a great week. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.